What's up, guys? It's Frankie. This video is going to be all about how to remove yourself completely in your agency in a way where you're actually signing clients, you're adding value to those people, they're getting happy, and lots of things are happening in the background, but you aren't the one doing it. And for those of you guys who don't know me already, I'm the author of the book Beyond the Agency Box since 2007. I've built 3 different agencies, up to 100 plus clients, and I teach people this whole kind of, live at the beach agency, laptop kind of lifestyle. So let's get into how to do that. All right, you fine motherfuckers, we got 4 things here. 4 things to completely remove yourself. And if you understand these 4 things, a lot of times people get overwhelmed with tools and softwares. And if you've never created SOPs before, you may not know what a pain in the ass they can be to build. So this is the thing is I see people in this and they get a little scared, they get a little intimidated. But if you understand that it's actually a lot simpler, you can do a whole bunch of things to make your life easier. So there's 4 things you need. The first, by the way, is, and this sounds so simple, but it's actually the hardest part of the whole thing, is you need a list of tasks. And this includes all the little micro tasks you're doing, right? So like setting up a landing page could be a micro task. Every little thing you do in your agency, and there might be anywhere from like 10 to like 100 little micro tasks. It could be optimizing title tags on a website. It could be, setting up an AdWords campaign. It could be setting up a Facebook pixel. Like there's lots of little micro tasks that you have to do to get those big results for your clients. And you have to sit down, and this is probably the hardest part, is take it out of here and put it on either some kind of paper or some kind of system. Now, the first time you do this, by the way, it'll be painstaking and hard, but I found that after years of doing it, it actually gets pretty easy, and you do this almost intuitively. Second thing, a lot of people get really stressed out about something called an SOP, a standard operating procedure, if you never heard that before. And an SOP is really, really simple. It's a set of instructions, right? So each of those micro tasks, however many there are, you have to be able to lay them out. Step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And when we train people in our agency, I give them the instructions, not the explanation from me. And the reason I give them the instructions is because I want the instructions to be complete in and of themselves, because that's how you build a scalable system. Because I might, in the end, have 10, 20, 30 different people doing these kind of tasks, and it's a whole lot easier, right, if I can just transfer instructions. So when I first create these instructions, I battle test them and give them to my assistants and employees and have them actually execute those steps without any input from me, because I hope that the instructions are complete in and of themselves. Sometimes you have to refine them 2 and 3 times to get them to the point where they're really on point, but don't be upset if that happens. No need to be sad. It just means you're an evil genius like Hank Scorpio. It's my best evil laugh. Third is you got to take, so now you got a list of tasks and you got a list of instructions. By the way, we make those instructions either in Loom or in a Google Doc. They don't have to be super fancy. They don't have to be super detailed, or I guess they should be detailed, but they don't have to be super high tech or anything like that. Third thing, by the way, is you got to put it into a project management software. A lot of our people in our mastermind seem to really love ClickUp. I'm a simple guy. I like Asana. I've heard some other people tell me they like Trello, but the idea is use which one feels good to you. The best project management software is the one you're going to use, right? So for me, that's Asana. Asana is just like simple little checklists. I'm a simpleton. I do all my work in real life through little checklists. So if that's how you're doing yours, that's how you're going to want to set it up. Fourth thing, by the way, is you need to put a deadline. Like the difference between a dream in turning it into an actual goal is converting it to a project. Projects have deadlines. That doesn't mean that if you set it up for Friday and the employee takes till Monday to finish it, that you should fire them. But it just means, like, we have a project, we have an idea, we have a timeline, and we're working towards it. So that means we have a task, we have the instructions. We have somebody in the software, and by the way, in the software, I guess you should say you need to assign somebody responsible for it. That should be pretty obvious, but I guess I left that step out. And then you put a deadline to that person, and what you'll find, so I guess maybe it's those 5 things, but you do that, you can replace almost anything in your agency. You can do your prospecting, you can do your sales, you can do your client management, you can do your messaging to clients, you can do gifts to clients, you can do a whole bunch of amazing things. You do that, you'll have a really badass agency that's scalable And this is a thing. And the other thing that's really, really key that I haven't talked about in this is before you go and build out this giant library, look for less but better. What can I eliminate and kick out of this process? Because almost always the way it gets better is by actually like taking things out, not by adding to it. And thinking about what are the things that actually produce the results for the clients, and what are the things that produce results for our sales, and keeping those things in place. So I hope that's helpful to you guys. If you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments about your experience with outsourcing. Are you currently doing it? Are you thinking of doing it? Do you want to get yourself out of your agency? If there's one thing in your agency that you could get yourself out of, what would it most be and why? I would love to hear from you guys, because I'll make some videos on those things. And that's all I got for you guys in this video. Make sure to subscribe, and may the force be with you.